Hello everybody, I am Soulkrist. Today we will begin our journey through the world of Final Fantasy XII. I've never beaten it, I've gotten rather far but never beaten it. Rather excited to do that and to have you all come along with me. So as to not make it last forever essentially, we're just going to jump right in. I think I'm going to play for just a good bit, maybe a couple hours at a time, and I'll just chop up the videos as we go. This is the international job system version, so there is the job system. It's going to be very good, and I am incredibly excited to get this going. Mage, as I expect you will be watching, I still expect you to play the HD remake when it does come out. Just as I'm going to do the Steam version of Final Fantasy VII, as opposed to you doing the original. So, you know what, everyone? Let's just get going. And we've got a big cutscene to watch, so there's a lot of quiet time for me in this game. So, they do their own dialogue. I do like controller vibration. I don't like screen shake, though. We'll have subtitles. I prefer normal over widescreen. If you all feel differently, please let me know. I was using stereo, and I'm not sure if I liked it, but we'll stay on that for now. But if any of you have any comments on the audio, if I should just switch to Pro Logic 2 or Monoroll, I've heard mono, but not Monoroll before. I don't know. Let me know. I am here to not only play the game, but also to please. I want an audience to enjoy what I do. So let's just hit begin game, and I will hush up.
Special!
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and wife from this time forth. May the blessings of the gods light your path for all eternity. Far on.
If, following this, Arcadia should launch an attack by both land and air, our kingdom will stand little...
Nabudis has fallen.
Impossible!
My father? I know not. I am sorry.
If Nabudis has indeed fallen, it is only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca. There is nothing to halt their advance.
Secure Nalbina with all haste.
I will go.
And I will go at his side.
Galtea stand watch over your life.
That I be considered worthy.
The fortress is lost! We must withdraw! No! The paling still stands!
Shield beyond sight, near failing light.
The paling's fallen! Then it's over!
For my father.
For my father! Lord Rassler!
Blessings of the Great Father descend, and guide your bodies return to the earth. Great Father, guide your spirits return to the Mother of all. There you shall find peace. Pharaoh.
The death of Lord Rassler Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the Kingdom of Dalmasca. The air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides. At this time, two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east, Rosaria, the west. The invasion of the Kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rassler's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces. a counterattack was mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of victory. Indeed, their defeat was to be absolute. Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender. Lord Ramenas, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under Arcadian occupation, to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace. The king had scarce departed his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them. The treaty would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
That is how we start our story, with war. Beautiful opening scene. I mean, if anyone wants to know how to start a game,
You there.
that is how.
Can you hear me?
Regardless of your thoughts on this game, that is a brilliant introduction.
It's as I feared. They're slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland.
Your name?
Bit of slowdown.
Rex, sir. My name's Rex.
Okay, it's gone.
Good.
That's good.
Rex. You bore a few cuts, but you are still whole. Well, can you stand?
Nalbina Fortress, North Ward.
Think you can fight?
Probably.
I'm fine, sir.
So the introduction is
How old are you,
a
Rex?
tutorial, like very much so.
17, sir.
Young. Family?
My brother is all I have left, sir. He's 2 years younger than I, living in Rabanaster.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
And
I'm aware of the
boom.
situation.
We found them! Over there!
Vossler, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
This rabble.
Godspeed.
Well,
Steady,
Bosch is
Rex.
kind of a badass.
Keep your wits about you and you'll make it.
Bang. And I really mean the intro is a tutorial, because look, you must always be mindful of your surroundings. Use the right analog stick to look around. It's a useful way to spot Imperials. Go on, give it a try. See? We're learning how to move. Use the left analog stick to move, Rex. Tilt it slightly to walk and further to run. You can walk, yes? Come, stand before me. I can walk. I can run, Daddy, I can run. You see the marker above my head? That's a talk icon. You can talk to any character showing one of these. To talk to someone, approach them and press O. Try talking to your friend by the gate. We have friends. Go talk to our best friend. He's a Dalmascan. Life is worth too much to throw away, Rex. Do what you can, but don't try to be a hero. Save the hero stories for your brother once we're back in Rabanaster. Just listen to the captain and we'll get through this. Thanks, buddy. We'll enter the fortress through this gate. We must go. See the marker above your head? It's an exclamation point. That's called an action icon. One of these will appear when you approach a door, a switch, an item, or the like. To learn more about what you found, walk closer to the icon and the icon will change. Then press O. Now, try opening the gate and you see we can press triangle for log, So that's pretty cool. You can go through what you might have missed, and I do really like that. I think it's a great system. How do I get out of that though? Okay, press A to get out. A for me because I'm on an Xbox controller, so X on a PlayStation. So press forward and we'll open the Iron Gate. It is time. We will drive back any Imperials standing between us and the King. Dalmasca's future hangs in the balance. Stay focused on the foes before you, Rex. I will watch rearward. Rearward. Blah. Soul can read. He can read, he can read. You can open the party menu by pressing triangle. From the party menu, you can examine your equipment and inventory. But now is not the time to do that, because there's a lone guard being like, The red line is a hostile target line. Take heed, you're being targeted. When a foe targets you, the line is red. When you target a foe, this line is blue. You see a red line, look for foes at once. If you are not readily apparent, use the right analog stick to look around. When you found them, press O to open the battle menu. Once you select an attack and targeted a foe, close distance using the left analog stick. You'll automatically attack until your foe is defeated. You can change targets or actions any time. If your HP falls, press O and select items from the battle menu and use a potion. After using an item, you will automatically resume your previous action. There's no need to input your commands again. You can do it, Rex. Show me. So I like to use the weight version, so we're going to, and I'm going to show you some black magic. You can see that entire area. This will hit anybody in that area. That's a foe, I should say. So black magic is a great AoE. And pew. So I've never played the international job system before. I mean, I've played a little bit. So this is really my second round recording for the little bit intro of the game. But I'm still relatively new to its job system. So I'm going to have to be careful with what I choose.
Captain?
Name drop time, by the way, guys. I do love this mixture of technology and medieval Dark Ages tech as well. Advanced technology, I'd say, because a sword is technically technology. Air Cutter, what was his name? Air Cutter what? Air Cutter Remora. So I'm going to get behind Air Cutter Remora. If I hold L2, it'll focus on it, and I think that's neat. R2 will run. We don't want to run. It don't look like R1 does anything, but I know that L1 will speed up combat, which is a very neat mechanic of the International Job System version. I do like that a lot. It'll make grinding a lot faster, because I don't really like using the emulator speed up very much, because, I don't know, PlayStation 2 emulator is a little more finicky than the PS1. So, and this is called a quickening. They are the limit breaks of this game. They're very cool, I believe. I feel they are. There's your name drop. Antlion and Tonberry, very iconic monsters of Final Fantasy. We did fight well, but there were like 5 or 6 of them. So we kind of beat the boss. Kind of not. I will show you how this can be an AoE. Hopefully they stay together. Oh, they are. See that? Very cool. I think that is fantastic. It makes black magic so damn viable. It's insane. Though that upsets me that it doesn't just switch targets when you've completed. You actually will just waste your turn, because we are on that time-based thing, kind of like in Final Fantasy VII, where you have your ATB bar, but more action-based. There's no simple way through the fortress. The minimap at the top right of your screen may not be enough to gain your bearings. Should you lose your way, consult your location map by pressing select. This will bring up the map of the fortress we gave you before we set out. So, let's go ahead and press select and see that. So where we are at now is the little circle icon that's flashing. The arrow shows which way we're facing, and the gray is where we've not been yet. So we're going to go up that way. X, get out. God, am I muted? Okay, I'm not. But I'm going to mute for a second, so I need a cough. I'm dying.
Vossler!
Where are you?
What if Captain Oculus has fallen?
Keep in mind you can skip scenes. You can quit the title, you can just go back, or you can skip. We're not going to skip. I just want to show you that you can, and that you can pause the game. It's very nice. I believe it pauses the game time counter
Don't
as well,
talk such nonsense.
which is good.
Voslus laughed in the face of death far too many times for him to stop now. Men like him don't die in places like this.
I do like that they
We must
capitalize
make
death
haste to reach the king. We will
as
take him
if it's
to
a
safety.
god of its own or
Is
an
His
entity of
Majesty
its own.
unharmed?
He'll agree to an unconditional surrender. They wouldn't dare touch him until the wax on his seal is dry.
But if we arrive after he signed the treaty,
Wait. Quickly, Rex.
I want to make sure to get all the treasures. I believe there's only 2 here in this intro, but they're potions if I recall proper, and hey, you don't want to miss out on potions. Ahead we will face many Imperials, but we need not fight them all. Oftentimes retreat is the wiser course. Should the need arise, press and hold R2 to run from your foes. There's no shame in fleeing from a battle that serves no purpose. And I will agree with that here, because you don't get experience for this part. Let's go ahead and snag this treasure. So it's a potion, very good. So there's really little to no point in fighting right now, except for the fact to just do it. And the next item is up here. While they fight, I'll go snag it as well, because you know, why not use them? It'll probably be another potion if I recall proper. Yeah. Oh, run away! So see, escaping. So I believe when we actually have control of our allies, it will run away with us. What's next? So here's the role so far that I know that the crystals play in this game. This is a save crystal, Rex. You can save your progress by approaching a save crystal and pressing O. Touching one of these crystals will also fully restore your HP and MP. Love that. Though you will gradually recover MP as you move about, it can take time. Do not miss this opportunity to refresh yourself and your allies. There's more I will tell you, but we've no time. Heed the lessons of the battlefield and you'll do well. Come, we must reach His Majesty before it's too late. So, gotta get close enough. See you heal up, save. No. We're not gonna save just yet, but I will be quick saving throughout this gameplay. So, we'll move on up. And the guide does recommend to save often, and for as far as I've gotten in this game, I'd recommend the same. It can turn its tide on you pretty quickly.
Sir, we have little time. You must go to the king. I'll handle these.
Damn right I will.
Fight well.
So I have been told that this version's far easier because I've heard that they didn't balance the HP of the enemies with the new way of becoming stronger essentially in this game. And we're just gonna black magic the hell out of them again because, you know, I think that'll be faster than attacking. Or meleeing, I should say. Plus, I don't think they can block magic. That's brilliant. A 3-chain as well. And we will get into chains a little later. Essentially when we get to the main character, because we are not the main character. Fun fact, we're his brother. You'll learn that very quickly, so it's not even a spoiler. It's a spoiler of like 10 minutes from now, at most.
Your Majesty. Captain, why? Our king, what have you done?
The king intended all along to sell Damascus to the Empire. His Majesty was a traitor.
Captain,
Seize the insurgent!
Malone!
Well, so much for peaceful negotiations.
We'll never surrender to you. We are not cattle to be sold by a traitor king.
But the war is over, my dear captain. You have lost. Dalmasca is the property of the Empire now. And to think, we intended to let you keep some of your sovereignty, out of respect. But now you've gone and ruined that. Haven't you, Captain?
We will never bow to you.
And the people of Dalmasca will hate you for it. Take the captain away.
Off you go.
Vaughn.
Pretenses of peace left by the wayside, the Arcadian forces resumed their advance toward Rabanasta. Dalmasca's doom had been decided. To make resistance would serve no end. With this foremost in my thoughts, I to the people of Dalmasca. Sons and daughters of Dalmasca, I bid you lay down your arms. Raise songs of prayer in their stead. Prayer for His Majesty King Raminas, ever merciful, a man devoted wholly to peace. Prayer, too, for the noble Princess Ash, who, wrought with grief at her kingdom's defeat, has taken her own life. Know also that Captain Bosch von Ronsenberg, for incitement of sedition and the assassination of His Royal Majesty King Raminas, has been found guilty of high treason and put to his death. They who at this late hour choose still the sword are cut of the same cloth as the captain. Traitors who would lead Dalmasca to her ruin. Dalmasca's surrender without terms was soon to follow.